Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on Simon and Garfunkel in this mini-series that we are doing. Starting off with Art Garfunkel, looking at Simon and Garfunkel last time. And as promised today, we're going to continue their story with the iconic fifth album that these guys released, in one of the songs of all time. Such an iconic song that this one needs a video all of its own. So Bookends had been released, and as I shared a little bit last time, Art and Paul had a bit of a love-hate relationship, and because these guys were one of the biggest things going around this 1967, 68, 69 period, that things were starting to get a bit strained. But you know, I would argue that strain actually gave the music a bit more potency, if anything. Art Garfunkel started to think he could do a bit of acting, and so went off to be involved in the filming of the movie Catch-22 in 1969. And it went on a bit longer than what people were expecting, and an 8-month shoot, that one. And things were starting to get a bit strained and stretched, because Paul Simon in the meantime was actually continuing to write songs and writing many songs, including the song we're talking about today. And he was wondering, when on earth are we going to be able to do this next album? And I'm sure the record company, Columbia, is also putting a little bit of pressure on these guys at the moment, because they were thinking, hey, we really need to hit the ground running. We need another release. And so it was all getting a bit of a stretch and a bit of a push. And so anyway, the song Bridge Over Troubled Water, which we're talking about today, that was written in early 1969. And according to Paul Simon, when you look up the inspiration behind this song, he says it was inspired by some snippets of other things he had heard, including a Bach piece as well. And you know, all these things slotted together, and next minute you had this incredible song. Now, when he looked at the lyrics, you know, I'll be with you, bridge over troubled water, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling small. When Paul Simon first saw these lyrics, he said they seemed a bit simple and a bit, you know, we needed something more. You know, songwriting needs a bit of mysteriousness to it, but this one had no mysteriousness at all. And so Paul was thinking, oh. But anyway, the more he let the song sit with him, the more it resonated with him, and he thought, nah, this is actually pretty good. But Bridge Over Troubled Water is pretty compelling image of someone providing care for someone as they're going through a really hard time, when you're feeling small, when life's overwhelming the whole thing. And he thought, well, I need Art Garfunkel to sing this one, because you know, he's just got the perfect voice for them. Now, when Art first heard it, he thought, no, Paul, I reckon you're singing it pretty well. Why don't you give it a go? But anyway, I think logic prevailed, and Art Garfunkel ended up singing this song. And oh my goodness, we're so glad that he did. But of course, the thing we love about Simon and Garfunkel are their harmonies, and certainly that does get in there. The harmonies do get in there, and people are just hanging out for the songwriter to sing part of his song. So Bridge Over Troubled Water, Columbia went, wow, okay, here we go. And so they actually called the album Bridge Over Troubled Water, and it was released on the 26th of January 1970. Now, this is an absolutely massive release. This went to #1 in 10 countries around the world, right there. It won 2 Grammy Awards, and 4 for the album, and then 4 Grammy Awards for the song itself. The album sold 25 million copies, which is one of the highest sellers of all time. In fact, Rolling Stone put this album 172 in his top 500 albums of all time. Of course, one of the prominent parts of Bridge Over Troubled Water, apart from Art's incredible vocals on this one of the vocals of all time, is Laura Ketchnell on piano. Such an iconic piano part in this piece. And he was a session muso, part of the Los Angeles Wrecking Crew. He certainly well and truly will go down in history as one of the guy that played one of the piano tracks of all time. It's quite a hard piece to play, this one. Having played it myself, I'm thinking it is a bit of a challenge. And you know, it needs just that beautiful fullness about it to be able to accompany Art Garfunkel's soaring vocals. You can't just have a very minimalist piano part in something like this. You've got to have something pretty full, something pretty rich to be able to support Art's incredible vocals and what is the incredible part of this song. It's quite lavish production in this song as well. I think the Columbia knew they had a hit on their hands, and so they went all out with production. Now, this Bridge Over Troubled Water, what can we say? This song has resonated with the world. You think about songs that transcend, become eternal, timeless, seamless, sacred, spiritual. It very comfortably sits between the sacred and the spiritual. It lifts humanity when it's needed to lift humanity. It has enabled humanity to reflect on the beauty of what it means to support somebody else and to be supported by somebody else. The concept of troubled water, we all have experienced that from time to time, and this song has provided hope to millions and millions of people around the world. For a song that didn't take very long to come to Paul Simon, and often this is the way, once that you sit down and think, I'm going to write a song now, they often take a while, but when they just happen on the spur of the moment like this one did, it's pretty iconic to see what happened. And maybe there's a bit of an inkling of what Paul and Art were going through at this time. Things were a bit stretched, and perhaps there was troubled water between the two of them. So this song kind of was a bit of a like, it's okay, you know, look, we get it, we understand, I love you, but I don't love you at the same time. This song almost like settled them a little bit, and they were able to finish off their recording career with one of the songs of all time. The song has been covered by some incredible artists, including Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley. So there we go. Plus many, many other people have covered this song as well. I mean, the incredible thing about this song is that there's always more versions that can rock up. And there's always more people that can sing it, and it's not disrespectful to Simon and Garfunkel to cover this one, because I think the song was designed to be shared and designed to be sung by whoever wants to give it a bit of a go. It is a challenging song to sing, this one. Art Garfunkel was the perfect choice for this one. So when you've got people like Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley singing this one, you think, well, yeah, there we go. In fact, this song so resonated with the world, and one of the tragedies of the last few years, 2017, the Grenfell Tower came down in the United Kingdom, I think in London. And that was a very devastating thing for not just the UK, for the world, because it was a sign of maybe a thing that shouldn't have happened. And this beautiful flammable material, this building was made over, and all the people that just couldn't get out. So, oh my goodness, an absolutely horrible event, that one. And when a few of the artists got together and thought, well, we need to do something here, and we need to release a charity single to actually support these people and these families, could have artists do that sometimes. You know, I think about Manchester and Ariana Grande. We've also got Live Aid and Burn Aid and a few things that happened in Australia as well. It was really, really lovely that a whole heap of artists got together and thought, we need to do something. What song did they pick? Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now, this is the worldwide appeal of this song. You know, Simon and Garfunkel were in the US, but the Grenfell Tower is in the UK. This song has resonated with the world. And this is the gift Paul Simon has left. And of course, Paul Simon is still going, and we love him for that. This is a gift. His legacy to the world is this song, amongst all the others that he has written. So yeah, I mean, words sometimes can't really capture how important a song is. This song is massively significant, and it was great to see that it led to 25 million in album sales and all those Grammy Awards as well. It really is a superb song, one of the best of all time. Not because of its lyrical content and its melody, even though they're there as well. It's the impact it's had on the world that is the most amazing thing here. So trust that will be encouraging for you today, as I suppose we round out the Simon and Garfunkel story today. Over the last couple of videos, we've looked at all their career up until Bridge Over Troubled Water. And then today we just looked at Bridge Over Troubled Water itself because of this iconicness of this song. So thank you for hanging with me for this mini-series, and we will get on to Paul Simon next time. Of course, he had one of the albums of the 1980s, and we love him for that, and the ingenuity in the innovation that went into that album. But we'll get on to him next time. But in the meantime, on to the clips today. So we do have 2 live versions of Bridge Over Troubled Water from Simon and Garfunkel. We've got the one from the iconic Central Park concert in 1981. I did realise in my last video I said that concert was in 1982. My apologies for that. You know, nobody's perfect. Sometimes I put them in there just to say someone must have put a comment to say, hey Trevor, that was actually 1981. But I'm acknowledging it here and saying, oops, it was 1981. I don't know where 82 came from, but there we go. So we've got the live performance from Central Park. And then when they reunited, it was a reuniting at this point for the 25th anniversary of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How iconic to be asked to sing at the 25th anniversary of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's think about that for a minute. The cream of rock royalty, and these guys get asked to sing. It was a 3-song set. Started off with The Sounds of Silence, which I included in the last video, The Boxer, which I included in the last video, and of course you've got to have Bridge Over Troubled Water. And the whole stadium just paused. And it's good to see in this particular version that Paul Simon takes a verse. So great. And it's just his very understated but very powerful style. He puts his own stamp on what is one of the best songs he's ever written. And I've also included that video from the artist for Grenfell. So if you want to recap on that one as well, those 3 videos are all in the description below. And I've also included my last video from my first video from Simon and Garfunkel. So if you want to kind of do a bit of a series, that one's there for you as well. Well, if you've come back for another one, I forgot to say this last time, because I think there was just so much going inside my head that you kind of just forgot to say it. But if you come back for another one, or this is your first time, the Life Reflections Through Music, as you can see, music has just got such power and poignancy and lifts your human spirits. It really, really does. And so that's the reason this channel exists. And it's been really, really good to be able to do this mini-series on Simon and Garfunkel. Of course, finishing off next time with Paul Simon. So if you come back for another one, or this is your first time, welcome to everybody. And thank you for the people that are embracing this channel of late. It's getting pretty exciting. I think I'm up to 24 subscribers. I've just got to put out there. I didn't think I was going to get any. In fact, I've got 24. It's beautiful. And I trust, and for you guys out there who have subscribed, thank you very, very much. I really, really do appreciate that very much. When the email comes through from some person somewhere, I just really want to reach out to them and say thank you very much. So, and always encouragement is, if you can hang around to the end of the videos, that would be really, really great. So that's it for today. As I said, next time, Paul Simon to round out the Simon and Garfunkel series. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.